Canadians making sure he keeps that threaded. There's the Lucy, there's the catch there, there's the push all the way, but Eclipse somehow wins it out against Sloth. There's nothing that can get him out in terms of grenades, so it's just going to have to be a bit of a flash push here. He's blinded, but there's nobody to cover it. A great smoke play. Grizzly has to dip his way in, takes half of his health, a little bit more in damage. Uno gets caught, I think, by a shotgun pop, and Canadian pops off. Eclipse, they're holding their position. There might come a drop. There it is, saving Private Pamba. Oh, they don't even have the time. Canadians having a flirt with the idea of the danger of the windows towards the west main hold, but they're still aware. Benja, I was going to say he kept himself out of eyeline.
Will still be around the trophy side. A grenade gets tossed in, forces him out of his current position there, but eventually will still be picked up by the LMG of Sloth.
NJR's down. I think that was from above, potentially the angle. They're able to catch one more. Hyper gets locked out the door. Benja with a double. It's a big problem. You lose that early approach. They're going for another grenade. There is a great play, and it doesn't quite get him caught. Hyper, huge. Grizzly finds Pamba in a response, but Canadian gets a very quick return. Benja at least finds some success with a grenade.
Canadian playing inside a blue and one all the way in the back pillar. These smoke canisters come in, but it's NJR with a double kill to lock it off. Hyper hits a shot.
Yeah, he's trying to find something. NJR is able to instantly strike there. Sloth, he thought he was a little bit sneakier than he was. The drone comes a second later. NJR wants to find another fight. He's not entirely done. There's the third, but it gets the drop down on him with Pamba off the ground as well. Canadian does a very good move.
They also work in soft floors. It seems like Gorgona's aware of a flanker being out there. He finds a second kill, and that's Canadian off the board.
Pamba, he's quite injured. Tucked in on the close window, hoping somebody swings. They do, but the other side, I said we wanted a little bit more from Gorgona, but the cover is there. They can't quite get this kit stopped, and under all that smoke, well, it's a post plant. The first one we got today, a quad. It's the ace for Gorgona!
Hyper putting up some camps right here. Benji needs to be very quick. I think he just snuck through, but he's not going over aggressive. He doesn't know. There he is exactly here, but Hyper misses the opportunity. Benji sees a second. Canadian not responding very quickly, though, but will eventually still get the kill.
They're lying down. There's a lot more of them that you can hit than they can hit at you. There's Grizzly. He goes big. He finds two, gets caught out. NJR with a very important trade-off on the back there, but puts it into a 2 versus 1. The pings are in Uno's favor. They know he's coming up the stairs. Sloth is smoked off a little. NJR's going to go for the push here. Does he know? Yes, he does. Gets a very quick pick there against Sloth, who is absolutely lost in the smoke. Pamba's knocking on the door and gets an even bigger strike. Straight through onto the heart of the site. There's the spray over the top. Uno can't get the full connection, and there it is. Pamba, he's making that gun sing. He's got to go for a big rotate. He's got to see if he can try and offer some support, but only 20 seconds. And now it's just a Kim. It is a quad here for Benja. He's looking for the ace to try and match Gorgona from before. He knows that it's 15 seconds. The smoke is going to cover the swing round. There's still a mirror window. Still some support they can offer. Benja gets his ace.
Still able to fight it with Eclipse now falling. Benja coming up to the top. It's Hyper to punish 2 of them and bring it to a 3-on-2.
Now we're going to see if they can get the plant down and behind it. The pre-fire onto the angle. They're baiting the fight. They don't need to. Sloth sitting caught by Hyper on a triple. There's a spray, and suddenly it's a 2 versus 1 into their favor. Grizzly just has to make the connection here with the kit. Throws the impact and goes for the rotate. Sees the first and finds a freebie, but it's a post plant. 1 versus 1, and they have Snowmobile open. It's the fight over wine. Grizzly takes a huge amount of damage. Hyper still has a connection. They're not entirely sure where he is behind the boxes. He's wasting time, buying as much as possible. It's open, it's swung round, it's up, dive, and dodged and weaved, but it's Hyper that gets the cold one. They had some early pressure underneath the Solarium stairs, but Gorgona has one of his own. NJR, though, he's on this inside the side. Sloth, a very quick reaction that could have been absolutely devastating.
Hyper looking through the bathroom, knows that one is on the corner, but it's all him now. Is he going to be able to find any? Yes, 1, not 2. Heroic on match point.
A 3 versus 5. Gorgona creeping up the stairs. Grizzly saw the side of a player, but it's Gorgona that got the kill, and NJR that got one back. The spray doesn't get the full connection. There it is, just down to Benja in a 4 versus 1 for Heroic's chances here to continue. Pamba kills NJR for some reason, but it doesn't matter because he finds the next one. It was an important take there from Canadian. He can't hit drones, but he sure can hit people. Benja, he's about to find someone behind him, and there it is. Pamba's able to lock out that huge player that's been massive for the team so far today. He's got himself right on the door of the site. There's pings of a player, but there's one on the second story. He doesn't know. He pulls out the wrong bit of utility at the wrong time. 11 seconds, and the kid is cold. They've got to try and force their way through onto the site. It is just down to Gorgona. He's out of time. The kid is out of reach and out of range. The Banshee screams one thing. DARKZERO are going to playoffs.
There they go, indeed they do it and look most likely to qualify at the start of the day. The third ADS, we now know where that one is, in the fountain. But it's only 2 players left on the side of W7M, and one just finds Sloth. It's Hurts that will be able to find a bit of success. No, someone's out there though, but Benja just lines them up with the L85. Hoping it goes through the rotate, not the case in the end. And that only leaves Gorgona with one small explosive left, but he doesn't need it as he's just using the FMG9.
There he is. He's in. He's out. 92 has the angle and hooked away at a time where he missed the player. The player's hopped on by, and Volps gets caught out. Venge's through, and Uno's gone. 92 once again using the same angle.
It is going to be GDN that's hiding in the corner in a potential spot for him to try and lock this up, but it feels like the plan is going through. Benja finds one. He knows the second one is close around the corner here. Goes for the brief fire. He's not going to be able to quite hit the shot. It is a one-on-one situation. Now a shotgun gets pulled out. It's a trade kill, but since the diffuser was planted, Heroic gets the victory.
They can't just find their route through here, but they're at least going to start that aggression too.
Look at how much they were actually able to cut off with just that talent shield as JV92 able to find the very first kill.
Well, there's Grizzly biting back and finds a second. Grizzly, he's had a great day so far, and so's 92. He's on for a triple there, and Grizzly is the man that meets him at the top of the stairs. He has to go deep, but there's the Echo drone, which needs to be caught out by Grizzly. Oh, this is really teed up to be Volps, but the cover comes through. Gorgona's going to see if he can stick it a second time, but GDN does the right move. Gets dropped, gets swung. W7M are able to take the round. Well, the E1D still screaming, but so's 92. He is led into this. There's the name you wanted to pop up, with Volps being the third on the list. They need that multi-pronged hold. Herds does get the full connection in the end. That's 4 different players, 4 different kills. I think we just need GDN to get one, and it is the team ace here.
Uno just holding on there. Arena comes in from 92. It's a flawless round for W7M.
Grizzly puts a bit of the fear in, and there's still a bit more support, but Gorgona can't quite get the same connection around the back of Grizzly.
There knows there's a bit of a challenge being set up. Tries to get a grenade in, but it drops on the ground behind him as he gets taken out by Sloth. He's given away the position of Sloth, who now drops through that hatch, and that is important. That's an extra gun off the ground. Hertz finds one, but he doesn't know about the second one being out there. Grizzly trades it out.
The Monty's got the kit. They're going to see if they can stick it. It's a lot of soft, and the burn of the flash is over to the top. The shotgun ready to rock round the corner. He's just saw the planter on the far side. They just get it off. And now it is the 2 versus 1 situation to the 2 versus 2. The shotgun can't get the full connection with the player. It's a 1 versus 1. Uno got the Monty. He's off the board. The shotgun finds it. And Heroic with an Uno clutch. He's going for a bit of a quick swing here, around onto the side. He's looking for the aggression, and, well, he doesn't hold it very long. Uno, you going to take that one as well? How hungry are you? Hungry enough? No! Volps just swung down the connection and the timing.
There is going to be an E1D that pops. They should be aware of someone out here, and the G3 will be able to find a kill. It is only up to Benji now in a 1v3 situation here. He finds one, but there's 2 more around, and W7M are going to be able to put yet another round on the board.
Echo drone just came down.
Yeah, and it isn't safe because Gorgona's out. He's just going to drop on top of them. He doesn't see the second person. He is going to get taken out. Volps was just prone on the ground. Uno drops as well, and now sees if he gets taken.
Oh, he landed on a player, but he dreaded them with not enough respect. There, Herds. He's able to find one, and it could have defined the round, but instead it sparked the fire. W7M, they're in the 4 versus 1. It's an E1D post plant, finally catches. The angle isn't quite gifted with the head of the first, but they get it back. W7M, 1 round away. They're trying to stick themselves around the corner. The cameras cover it, but it's Gorgona with 1 more. Volps off the board. JV is making sure it doesn't end, and Herds, he's making the same statement. But that bulletproof on the backside of the lockers is causing so much issue. Goes deep, gets dropped. 3 versus 2. Gorgona and Uno doing everything to hold on here to Heroic. It's over on Sandwich Window, and Gorgona's got Latin America there behind them, and they're once again up the stairs. The success at the top, a triple, a shotgun round. Uno, the big pickup, gets 1 more. 2 seconds, 1 second left. Heroic, They're able to take the round, the game, and unfortunately, W7M, we say goodbye.
Kind of looks like a mirror window with the way that he actually ended up setting it up. But either way, Team 1 finally starting to wrap around this site, and they've done it in such beautiful fashion. Dash, what a kill! He'll add the frag grenade to the pile though, and Souffle will more than likely go down to that, but it goes off and doesn't claim the life. Instead, it's the rest of Team 1 to hop 2 and claim 2 more.
Into a 2v2, and now making this round a heck of a lot more palatable for the Direwolves, and even more so now with Souffle picking up that frag. More damage going out on to Maya. He's going to try to hold on to this. Has an Adrenal Surge available to boost the HP, but is too preoccupied with the fight. Regardless, though, he's not going to be able to maintain in the 1v2. They were playing fairly aggressively at the start of this tournament here. Even in that initial match versus Team 1, they seemed to have cooled that off a lot. It was a large reason why they were losing these initial fights, but not this time as Maya rushes in regardless.
Luckily enough for him, doesn't take any heat at all. Harambe will go down. Jackie Wu dead as well from the top of metal. And Dots, what is this? A triple kill with 1 magazine. And now the Twitch will get the case down. Has case control, technically speaking, but Team 1 with way too much Overwatch. Lagonis will lock it down. Everyone's using yellow pings nowadays. And Souffle off the top rope. Love it when we get to make that call. Dots will go down. And Direwolves, they're fighting back.
Jackie more and more control with him taking server. Problem for him is going to be the incredibly low HP, but another kill is still going to be found regardless. He catches Rise, trying to move out through the closet window here. Dash will also be smited as he looks the wrong way when the fight is thrust upon him. Now on the counter defuse, the angle is not set up to allow this to happen. He's going to have to hop in, go through the laser gate, eat some HP, but it takes far too long.
Doesn't have too much to worry about as of right now. Peakin's gonna have a nice swing, but just too much damage out of these members. Not only out of Rise, but also a following member gunning him down. Dash will get one. Harambe finally battles back, taking down Maya. One trying to work their way upstairs as well. This could completely catch Harambe off guard. Very well timed from Team 1, but also well timed from Jackie Wu in the swing as he'll take down Dash. Rise will take down Souffle as well. Jackie Wu, what a shot towards the top of square. He'll make it a 2 versus 2. Rise on low HP. Rise dead as well. Where was the top player from 1? Now Lagonis, he secured it. It's a 1 versus 2, as well as they're disjointed. Direwolves have got to play this out together. Oh, the immediate shot onto Harambe. Lagonis, can you give him the 4th round? You can! Team 1, get it done! Now, more than likely looking for the gunfights if he can potentially muster them. But Harambe, as you said, the timing working out beautiful there for him. He'll take down Rise.
He's watching out for it and has already been able to catch Lagonis down through the floor. He'll be down, won't be finished off just yet, but still opens up the safe plant opportunity they needed. And Jackie will just finish him off with the nade toss. In comes those wraps, in comes those flanks, but the Overwatch is there. ED from up on top, Pecan from the side out the window. Dots will be able to take down the planter, but it's far too late as we've seen it already go down onto the ground as about 5 to 10 seconds ago. Leaving just Dots here for the retake now. Attempts to get ED, but ED gets a 3rd from up on top instead.
Team 1 having Maru in and Zagara hook as well, as he just simply doesn't look for half wall. Rise is going to be able to get 1, make it 2 with the Nitro Cell. That's a case down. He's more than likely going to have his teammates with him shortly enough. And that's going to be the kill from Maya. And, well, John, that's more than likely the round right there, unless Harambe can get way more done.
Rise, are they continuing to maintain his half wall positioning? As we do see the first member of Direwolves work their way in. It's going to be Souffle trying to make the play, but it's all too easy for Rise to just use his teammate as bait there. We have to get to that point first. Harambe still trying his best to line up for something, and he will catch a kill against Lagonis, but over by the fountain, Maya is ready for it and will be able to shut this down. Direwolves really struggling at the moment with this transition down on the first floor after they took upstairs control, but it seems they may finally be making some traction. Harambe able to go for at least an attempted case plant here, but here comes the retake now from Team 1. Dot sneaking back into it. Upstairs presence still alive. Lagonis actually losing the plot of the planner for a second there, but thankfully he's too distracted. Harambe now dead. And as well, Pecan falls upstairs, trying to clear out the rest of that resistance. Direwolves to try and push in through South Main. That player is currently defended by that nicely positioned Osa shield. Dot's going to be spotted out here as well.
Peakin's there with the Adrenal Surge just to try and assist with that. The drones are starting to get up as well, but Dash, he's feeling himself a little bit too much at the moment.
Everyone is continuing to wait this one out here. Rise working his way in, but it's just too easy to read for Souffle as he gets the notification. One final pickup from ED.
Repel all the way into office to claim that kill.
Oh, not again! For the Direwolves, and an even better follow-up from ED. Direwolves to successfully get themselves on the site, but they're already doing it. Harambe forcing the issue in closet. Oh no! They didn't account for Rise upstairs. He's retaking control, but now Maya going to continue to contend against any plants here. He'll be able to swing back directly into the site, and I'm not sure if they'll be aware of that. They do. They catch the rotation, but Maya can't control the spray. Pecan, he's saving the day right now with a triple, and Souffle finishes it off. The Direwolves are still in it, ladies and gentlemen, as they take control of this matchup. 8 to 7.
This is looking to be a pretty spicy play. He's going to fly inside, and he's going to die pretty quickly as Dream is on arcade balcony, and the drone simply skippers in the window after Amaru, not really able to do much except get some vision. Dream's going to simply walk into the LMG of Jackie, though.
All 3 of those Toxic Babes, no utility usage this time going to come in. Oh, what was that, though, from Vert? I thought he was dead to rights.
Oxygen know that the plan's going down. They're going to try and swing through, and Newers gets caught completely off guard. He sprints into the room, and that's going to put his gun down by his waist. Doesn't have the potential to try and take out the Direwolves member, and now Oxygen have simply let Direwolves into the site.
Vertical continuing to move himself forward, but he's going to be found out in the middle of the ocean, essentially, here, as he goes down. Won't be confirmed just yet, but that's not really going to be of too much consequence. Laxing alone on an island himself here in the 1v3. Spots out the position there from Jackie Wu, but he's still going to win the fight.
It's too strong from Oxygen. A multitude of bodies, but now Souffle is in. Can't get the second one. Jackie Wu has to try and pick up the pieces.
Oh.
Jackie Wu will beat Vertical down. ED in this V3 if he can get this swing to go. No more EDDs in his pocket, though, as he'll be able to flip around, potentially pick up the last kill, but Dream will swing in. It's rather Foxe. Now some flashes in from ED, and eventually an EE1D more than likely coming through. Pekin will get flashed out. He's going to swing, but it's going to be Dream to take him out. Souffle will get one of his own as ED will falter, but Souffle battles back yet again. It's Harambe to be taken down. It's all left up to Souffle to try and win this out, but what a shot from Newers! The mechanical ability of these Oxygen players being showed off yet again. Yet again, another problematic issue. The Monty's going to slide up and down, and oh, it's not going to be the melee kill. Instead, it's going to be Vert and Laxing both going down. ED hopping to at the proper moment.
They're going to have to go directly in through the connector now and force their way into the site. Flash connections are good. Forces Foxe away from his position here. Top-down shots are coming back in, though, and they're starting to hurt this assault as they see them working their way forward. Foxe rolls in on the flank, takes care of nearly every single member except for the top-down player. Souffle trying to clutch him, but Foxe is ready for one more pickup here. Been a bit of an awkward dance, obviously, against Vertical due to the low HP that he already has. All of the adrenal surges have been used, but the bait is perfect. There's a lot more pushes still to be made here, and Vertical is going to try to force his way in. The impact, though, sends him down to his grave, and ED on top of that will be able to leverage another kill in the favor of the Direwolves. Newers will trade that back, keeps the numbers even at a 3v3 as ED desperately hunts for the next push. He finds it, but he also finds a bullet into his skull. Pecan to try and shut down the push from Oxygen. It will not work out. He'll miss pretty much every shot he throws. Souffle trying to pull off the same thing, but he can't lock down any of these players. Gets one, but he's lost his other teammate, and Dream follows it through to take down the last remaining member. Opening frag against Foxe.
Well, Vertical trying to get something done, but Pekin, oh my god! He slams Dream! But they're more than likely watching some flanks, and they're stunned out to burn up that laser gate, and a swing from Pekin from sight. It's a triple kill for him.
He has case control, but realistically, once he puts that down on the ground, he is pretty much dead. As you can see, he is surrounded here. No capability to get out of. He's not even going to try it. Time runs out.
Jackie unable to move any longer as this EE1D will lock him down. Vertical will finally get the kill as Vertical and the rest of Oxygen finally able to propel themselves forward.
Here's continuing to end this matchup here as he pushes the Direwolves down just to Souffle and Pecan. Now Pecan are the only ones remaining, and it doesn't stay that way for very long. It's a flawless round to end a flawless run in the group stage for OXG.